Subscribe, hype, like, click the notification bell and turn on all notifications. And donate with a super thanks donation in the comments section below for the unfiltered, unapologetic Sean's View End. Your home for WWE news, rumors, and backstage chaos. This is where gossip gets exposed around the clock. Now, here's your host, the brash Sean's View End.
The Rock, Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson, police involvement, pulled over. What is going on with the great one, The Rock, the most electrifying man in all of entertainment? And tonight, ladies and gentlemen, tonight, is SmackDown going to have that dark cloud? Is it going to have the darkness? What is the fate, the future of WWE? Because, ladies and gentlemen, this is the place to be, because it was this exact time last week that the WWE and TKO and the Game Triple H saw fit to release over 15, yes, you heard that right, over 15 WWE superstars. And we're not just talking about jokes and jobbers. We're not just talking about curtain jerkers. We're talking about a who's who of WWE. We were talking about at one time how the Wyatt Six, they were just a few weeks earlier before their releases, the WWE Tag Team Champions. Yes, you heard that right. The Wyatt Six were the WWE Tag Team Champions. But then you kind of saw what was going down, but you didn't know. You didn't think, you didn't fathom for 1 second that the Wyatt Six would be completely released from the WWE. And then we hear a report some 24 hours ago that The Rock was pulled over, that The Rock had an involvement with the cops. The Rock, Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson, was involved with the police. What is going on there, ladies and gentlemen? Well, due to The Rock's vehicle having tinted windows, The Rock, the great one, was indeed pulled over. Yes, you heard that right. The Rock, the great one, was pulled over. And then, ladies and gentlemen, it goes from bad to worse. And remember, if you want more videos like this, remember to like, comment, subscribe, hype the video, and donate below with a super thanks donation. Guys, so crucial, so important to this channel's future and to this channel's success. We do multiple videos a day because we truly do believe in the viewers, the fans, and the subscribers. But that's not all. Because hours away from SmackDown tonight, can we expect more releases from the WWE? Who else will be trimmed? Who else will be cut from the WWE? Well, ladies and gentlemen, first off, we got some breaking news on former World Heavyweight Champion, the best in the world, CM Punk, who, conspicuous by his absence on Raw, was nowhere to be found, was nowhere to be seen. CM Punk was not in the conversation on Raw, and that may be because of a valid reason, as the 911 call has been leaked out. Yes, the 911 call has been leaked out, according to those in the know. We heard about CM Punk allegedly smacking a cell phone out of a fan's hand following WrestleMania or during WrestleMania weekend. Now we're hearing of another report of a 911 call that was leaked about a fan saying that, well, CM Punk chopped me. Yeah, chopped me. You heard that right. It was aggressive, according to those in the know, because a 911 call has surfaced alleging that CM Punk shoved the fan in the chest during WrestleMania 42 weekend. But now we are breaking news. CM Punk arrested? What is going on with the best in the world, CM Punk? Fans have been asking the same question since WrestleMania 42 hotel incident involving CM Punk. Why he wasn't arrested after police were called to the MGM Grand. The answer comes down to what officers saw on the CCTV footage that night, which became the deciding factor in how the situation was handled. As previously reported through Ringside News, police revealed surveillance and footage from the confrontations inside the hotel lobby. According to those findings, the first interaction played a major role in Punk avoiding an arrest. However, it was explained later on in the report that hotel management relayed what police determined after reviewing the footage of both incidents. The key technicality centered on how the first interaction started. CCTV footage showed that the fan approached Punk after he had already walked past him and made physical contact first by tapping him on the shoulder. That detail became critical in how authorities evaluated the situation. It was described how the initial contact allegedly took place inside the lobby. That account does not fully line up with the fan later claiming during a 911 call that surfaced publicly, even on TMZ. During the call, the man speaking through an interpreter told authorities he approached Punk respectively and did not initiate contact before the situation turned physical. The caller described the encounter as becoming aggressive when Punk reacted. When I got close to the person, the wrestler, CM Punk, he violently assaulted me and pushed me with both hands into my chest. Despite those claims, the surveillance footage ultimately carried the most weight with the responding officers. Police arrived at the MGM Grand after the incident was reviewed, video capturing both encounters, which shaped the decision not to make an immediate arrest that tied to the first confrontation. At this point, Punk comes across, slaps the phone out of the guy's hand, slaps him across the wrist, and then starts staring at the guy and then starts staring at every other wrestling fan in the lobby. Police did respond to the hotel following the altercation, and one of the individuals initially considered pressing charges. However, no immediate arrest followed that night. However, ladies and gentlemen, do you think police made the right call based on surveillance footage or should have Punk face an arrest regardless of how the first contact happened? Your thoughts, your comments, your opinions from the get-go. However, people are saying, well, if CM Punk were to get into a fight or a scuffle, or if CM Punk were to get into a confrontation, if you saw CM Punk's UFC career, you know that it probably, well, wasn't that good. However, viewers, we are also receiving word, according to the dirt sheets and the websites, that the 911 audio was leaked from second CM Punk fan altercation over WrestleMania 42 weekend. This development stands out because it lines up with what was originally said, that the first confrontation happened before the viral phone incident saw fans online. According to this earlier description, the first situation happened in the lobby and was captured by hotel surveillance, even though no fans surfaced at the time. Now, all this came to a head with an incident with two incidents in one night involving CM Punk. But no, CM Punk decided to attack not one, but two wrestling fans on the same night. According to those that know, the moment escalated immediately into a physical reaction. He also addressed why the alleged incident never surfaced publicly in the same way as the phone video, claiming it wasn't captured by fans. This guy resorted to then selling his video to TMZ, which features Bayley pushing him away, and then you see Punk literally slapping the camera out of his hand. Yes, and ladies and gentlemen, that is what the world saw. Also, we are receiving word right now, according to the dirt sheets, the websites, and the newsletters, that there are more rumors and gossip about more releases. The WWE pink slipping more stars, and one of the names being allegedly talked about, again, a lot of rumor, a lot of guesswork, a lot of speculation, is The Miz. The Miz being one of those names, and also injury-prone WWE superstars. Also, could Rusev, who just returned, or Zack Ryder be a part of that list, according to rumors and gossip online? Again, not confirmed, but again, there's a lot of worry and a lot of wrestlers who are walking on eggshells concerning and worrying about what their future is going to look like, because it was just a week ago that WWE released well over 15 WWE superstars. And again, it was a who's who of WWE. I'm talking about guys that could have been future Intercontinental Champions. I'm talking about guys that could have been future United States Champions. I'm talking about guys that could have been on WWE PLEs that were gone. Hell, I'm even talking about Aleister Black, who, in my opinion, should have at least been a one-time world champion or WWE champion. Yes, you heard me right. At least a one-time WWE champion. Guys, we do multiple videos a day. Also, we got breaking news in the wrestling world as it concerns ALS diagnosis of an AEW star in Rebel. Also, Carlos Silva defends pulling TNA talent after Will Ospreay calls it a coward move. Tiffany Stratton's boyfriend, Shady, tattoos her real name on his finger. And Liv Morgan calls out fans who hated her Trouble entrance theme song. Braun Strowman claims Roman Reigns' feud was as good as or better than any in wrestling history. Ash by Elegance undergoing surgery amid ongoing health battle. And Cody Rhodes admits CM Punk match would be very hard to put together. WWE SmackDown moving back to 2 hours earlier than first rumored. Your thoughts, your comments, your opinions, because if it weren't for you, there would be no show and view. And the WWE has scrapped a major Stephanie McCurr match following her injury, a real injury on Raw. It was going to be the continuation of Liv Morgan and Stephanie McCurr. Plenty more to come. Subscribe.